Good choice, Samuel Jackson, made painstakingly by me, Samuel L. Jackson. It'll get you drunk. You'll be fat girls in no time. You might even fight a nigga or two. Bitch. How's it taste, Samuel Jackson, it's my beer. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Let's start the show.
Stop what you're doing if you're doing it for nothing. Pull a chair, be aware. What's the topic of discussion? This for the real, ain't holding punches. This the Tea Party, we addressing all dumb shit is conscious. Same day, straight lace, no shade. Drink and say what's on your mind. How it feel? Hella fine. Matter of fact, I think it's time to log in and make a toast. This the Tea Party in the Art of Truth Radio.
What's good, people? Welcome to the Art of Truth Radio. You are now rocking with the Tea Party once again. This your boy B Will, and I'm back up in this thing like dang-a-lang and poontang. Church on that. You know what I'm talking about?
Already, it's your boy See-Through. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to stay ready, so I ain't gotta get ready. You dig?
Your boy DJ Lost, I'm in the building, tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
Already, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
How was everybody's weekend?
Oh shit, weekend was good, man. How was your weekend, DJ Lost?
Man, you know I was out there at Big Hood and Beat the Weedy video shoot, man.
Beat the Weedy, okay.
I DJ'd the whole thing, man. It was a nice little video shoot. We was at the strip club shooting for Booty Call.
No, Booty Club.
Oh, was it Booty Club?
Booty Club.
Y'all shooting the video in the strip club?
In the strip club.
Yeah.
Butt naked all over.
With the ballers in that hoe? Oh, well, shit, I know Beat and Hubs in that hoe. Them ballers in that.
Yeah,
they doing that thing. How the ladies were looking?
He had a badass yellow bone, boy.
What strip club?
Who was at damn, I can't even remember, dude. Shit, I ain't never been in this bitch before.
Well, hell, sorry about that strip club. Y'all didn't get y'all pub.
Right. Shout out to that no-name strip club.
Yeah, but it was a badass yellow bone. She had an ass like Nicki Minaj, dude.
So that bitch was fake.
No, hers was actually real.
That bitch was hard in the motherfucker.
No, that bitch was real, man. I was really into that ass. I wasn't even paying attention to them niggas. But I was into that ass, though.
Right.
You know,
some of them strippers be fine, the motherfucker, though.
Watching that ass.
They were like, cut. I'm like, I'm still looking at that ass. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
that's natural being a man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know.
But you had a good time.
I had a good time. You know, shout out to Beat the Weedy, a cool ass cat. You know,
out of East Oakland.
Yeah,
that's my nigga.
Yeah, that's your nigga though, man.
Yeah.
He cool, man. He showed, you know.
Yeah.
He ain't no stuck up ass nigga and everything.
Real shit. Real ass
nigga.
Yeah, he real as they come.
Yeah.
I met up with them boys. You know what I'm saying? After the video shoot, you know, I wasn't able to. Papa Do's. I wasn't able to make the video shoot, but you know, I had to make it. I was glad to see my family. You know what I'm saying? See everybody, DLG, Troy. You know what I'm saying? Moden. You know what I'm talking about? The whole deal. You feel me? And
them all cool brothers over there.
Jay Slim. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Beat the Weeder. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That I had a good time this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? After I left, I was supposed to hit the studio with them that night, but shit, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got so lifted, you know what I'm saying? I got so fucked up at the Papa Do's drinking and shit, and I went ahead and went straight to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Because I had some, you know, some situations out there, put like that, what, you know, out there where the studio is, so I didn't go out there that night or whatnot. Okay. So I woke up this morning and crept on out, because you know what the spot is, you know what I'm saying? They keep it hot out there, you know what I'm saying? Them goddamn laws. And but shout out to Banger Boy Studio, you know what I'm talking about?
Right on.
Them boys do real good work, because I went out there the next day, man, and we got it in, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
We got it in, for real. Me, Beater, and Jay Slim. It's a song that Jay Slim got. Y'all look out for that shit. It's called Black X, you know what I'm saying?
Black
X. Yeah, boy talking about them black cars and shit like that. Niggas talking about black cars, black every goddamn thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right on.
And it was good, man. Some family came down, everybody came down, man, you know, from Oakland and Florida. Good experience, man.
That's what's up.
Felt good.
Shit, I was my weekend wasn't all that good, you know what I'm saying? I spent my weekend, my weekend and a couple of days this week with Lil B in the hospital, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He was real sick, and no, he's good now though. He's back in school and everything, but he was real sick, and you know, shout out to me for being the good pops that I am, you know what I'm saying? And I stayed up in that thing, you know what I mean? You know, I stayed up there from Sunday to Tuesday with him, and you know, Lil B was tripping when they told him he could leave. He was like, "Can we order one more thing to eat? Cause it's like a hotel." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Daddy, before we leave, can we order something else to eat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cause I'm finna order something else on your shit. Then feed my damn self." You know, so
right.
But it was cool. He good now. He good. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough of that anyway.
That's
man.
good though,
That's
man.
good.
It's good that he in
good health and
good
all
health
that,
and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right on,
he can
on.
get back out there because I know he out there.
You know he
back
hyper.
to back to being
hyper.
Lil B. You know what I'm saying?
Hyper as hell, boy. You
Raising
already know.
hell and collecting mail around his
Right,
motherfucker.
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Anyway, we got a special guest up in the house. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's up, man? It's God. You know what I'm talking about?
Young God.
Not a stranger, but it's my first time on the Tea Party. I called last week, so I got invited to the show and I had to oblige. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just honored to be here with you boys. You know what I'm saying?
All
Truth
right.
be told, I'm not a guest. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not a guest at all.
This is my family. You know what I'm
Fam.
talking about? This is
Yeah.
my circle. You cats can call me and get favors from me. You know
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Real shit.
That's what's up, man. Well, shit, you had let me shoot to my boy See-Through over there. You had some interesting shit that you was telling me about. It was very interesting when you was telling me about it. Actually, I couldn't believe it. So why don't you go ahead and get up into that? You know what I mean?
I want to do something different today, that I haven't done. You feel me? I want to do the crazy, wild news. You feel me?
Right.
I know y'all want to hear some crazy, wild shit. Ain't that right, Laws? I know you like to hear some
You know I got
crazy.
something for your ass later on.
Yeah, this nigga. Okay, listen, check
Got
it out.
another one of them threes.
Oh,
Fuck you.
All right, top story I want to say, okay, killer sex. Dead prostitute come back to life.
Hold on.
Hold up, say that again.
Say it again, son.
Top story. Killer sex. A dead prostitute. Prostitute dies and come back to life.
Hoes never die.
Oh, damn.
Dead hoes tell no tales.
She a zombie or something?
No.
Or what?
Funny you say zombie. No, I mean, this is out in Zimbabwe. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I was just,
So she an African bitch.
it's some strong pimping going down in Zimbabwe.
Hell
Niggas, bitch,
yeah.
don't die till I get mine. You hear me? You
That
know what I'm saying?
bitch died and thought of her pimp. He's like, you better get the fuck.
That nigga came to the
You
afterlife.
die on your time. You
I
die on
want-
your time, not my time. Get
Bitch,
your
wake up.
ass back to life.
Right.
I want all my cash.
So
Not
what
some,
was
not
the
half.
gist of it though? What happened? Like, tell me what happened.
I'm gonna paint a picture. Basically,
Right.
it was some old and some it's some old foul. Hey, I don't know, man.
So she died?
She
Why-
died, man.
So he give her math to math to wake her back up, or she just woke up?
So you telling me that the trick was hitting her?
Yeah, he was beating it up.
The trick was beating it up, and
He was
she
beating
died.
it up, and she died.
She had a heart attack, possibly.
I don't know. She died,
Cardiac arrest or
and
whatever.
the ambulance came, and then she got back up and was like, "I do this all the time. Just pay me mine, and I'm gone."
All
So
right.
shout out to them
Damn.
hoes in Zimbabwe.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so what
Apparently
you
they
saying
get it
is
in.
this chick is a fucking zombie.
You right.
She a zombie.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this chick is a damn zombie.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen a zombie hoe?
Nah.
We call them zombie hoes, my nigga. Shit. Them hoes
So
that
would
be
that
up.
be the killer
You
pussy?
seen a zombie hoe? You just didn't know zombie hoe.
What type of health is this hoe in?
Damn.
To be
The
on the
zombie
corner
hoes be
selling
the hoes
pussy.
be like in the south. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like they on that crack and shit. You know,
Damn.
zombies.
Like they walking like they on that bombing
I
fluid.
wonder what the cooch smell like.
Ooh.
Come on, death, nigga. Smell like death, nigga.
Death.
Shit. Okay,
It's cemetery pussy.
let's roll on. Roll on to the next story. Okay.
Say, that's what you call it, a necrophiliac.
Damn.
That's a person who likes to sleep with dead people.
Like all you funeral home working motherfuckers. Yeah. I know some of y'all
Yeah.
vampire lovers and shit, man.
So ain't getting none.
Shout out to Golden
gonna get
Gate.
theirs.
Say,
Wow. All right, next story. Okay, Chris, this is funny to me. This is funny with me. You know what I'm saying? I call this the get it when you can get it how you can get it story right here. You know what I'm saying? Crystal Francis, she allegedly gives oral sex to Gar Tempton for a better deal on the Cadillac.
so he was a car salesman.
Yes. And she went to jail for this.
I have to pop my collar to that bitch.
bitch.
Yeah, straight up. I have to pop my collar
They
to her.
both went to jail for this.
They both went to jail? Why
Oh,
they
yeah.
lock him up?
Cause that nigga was like, hell yeah, gonna give me some head for this motherfucking Escalade.
What charge is that?
I don't own
is
this
that
Escalade.
prostitution? Is that prostitution?
That's fellatio.
Fellatio.
Fellatio? No,
what
what
the fuck is
charges,
that?
motherfucker? What charges? I mean, you know, look, like I said, I popped my collar to it for trying to get a better rate because them car notes be, I know motherfuckers paying $500 on a goddamn 2000 Camry. Goddamn,
Say,
you know
Kia,
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
talking about?
For real.
2013 Kia.
She
They bring
know,
you back that paper with that 500 on it. You be like,
Like,
man, hell no, I cannot pay 500. Like, nigga, that's your credit score.
Right.
That is not your note. That is your credit score.
Damn.
That's what's up, man. But shit, I ain't mad at her, man. She figured, hey, let me go ahead and slop your top off and go ahead and knock some of this payment out.
Hey,
you know
right.
what
not
I'm
to be
saying?
funny, man. I
condo.
know a chick that actually did that shit.
Oh yeah. Hey, go deeper.
I know a chick actually did that shit at the Ford House right there for 35.
Hold on. She did what?
Gave that nigga some head.
She doming up car sales.
And he was like, shit, I'm taking another 3,000 off that bitch. She said, if I give you
in
some
the
more,
wrong business.
When you need a new whip, put the dick on your lips. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
All right,
God
okay,
damn.
okay.
wow.
Next,
Shout out to knee pads.
next leading headline is something that I found, and it stood out to me as far as, you know, experts say 1 out of every 12 rape victims daydream or nightmare about the rapists, about their rapists.
That's that fuck shit.
More than often, it's pleasurable.
That's that fuck shit.
Yeah.
More than often, it's pleasurable. So they're saying one out of every 12 women, one out of every 12 women, they get raped and they enjoy it.
So you mean to
If that-
tell me
And they fantasize about it later on.
that
That's why you get them freaky bitches now, dude.
so they don't want no nice dude like,
Nah,
hey,
they-
how you
no,
doing?
no. Well, hold up.
How you doing, man?
Hold on. It's apparently it's like a new experience according to Ann Summers. Okay, her quotes is, "I fucking love it. Everything about it is what sex should be: raw, passionate. He really wanted to fuck me." Well, this is her quotes, bro.
The bitch got a point.
No ifs,
God
ands, or
damn.
buts about it. He really wanted to fuck me.
So-
you know what I'm saying? In fact, Ann plans on setting up her first date with her rapist pinning to his bail before
You know
his
what?
trial.
She must be a white lady.
No, you know
Yeah.
what?
She
That
gotta be a
just-
white lady.
that
Ain't no
proves my
nigga
point.
bitch gonna do no shit like that.
That proves my point that
White.
92% of these bitches are crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I
That's
like
a
it.
white
I
bitch.
raised that shit even higher.
94?
90, I mean,
100%, nigga.
Nah, I wouldn't say 100%.
I can't say 100.
Okay, 98%.
About
Yeah, majority of these-
97.5. Goddamn.
All right, well,
Because she fantasized about a guy who forcibly took sex from her.
Bitch,
Right.
give me that
And
pussy.
she actually liked it. Well, who filed charges
and
on
look,
him?
I'm gonna tell you, look,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want this show to
So
go.
it's not rape,
I
and she
didn't
enjoy
want
it.
this show to go too pornographic,
Yeah.
but she got into
Role
know,
playing.
Yeah, I mean, as far as verbally, as far as getting bent over and motherfucker taking it.
Was him catching the case part of the fantasy though?
Right.
I don't know.
Is that part
I
of the
think
plan?
she was probably traumatized, and then called the police, went through the whole ordeal, and then
She came
after
to her
that,
senses like,
she
I
went
like
home
that
and was
shit.
like, "Ain't nobody else fucking my ugly ass," and then you know what I'm saying, out the rip.
You know what? I
Damn.
can see that probably happened, dude. Because I remember, like, maybe 5 years ago, it was a rapist running around in Arlington. And he fucked around, broke in his lady's house, and raped her. But he didn't know she didn't have sex in a while, so she fucked his ass to sleep, then called the police on his ass. When he went to the
Oh,
house,
damn.
that nigga was asleep.
Shout out to lonely women.
Right.
So that's a true story. So I can see
Lonely
that.
women call
Ain't
in
no
right now.
dick in like a year.
Had it been 3, she had it been 3.
Damn, that was the three bitch. That was it.
Not taking nothing from the homie Lost, but
Right.
she had it been 3.
Shout out to yo bitch.
Shout out to Lost bitch. Okay.
Fuck out of y'all.
Look, that's the end of the crazy, wild fucking news that's going on in the world that make you say,
Right.
really? Let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
How do y'all feel about people that linger around? Lingerers, what we'll call them.
You know, I don't fuck with them type of niggas.
The no purpose motherfuckers.
They
that hang
always there
around.
though. They always there. And when I say always there, I'm talking about you got somebody lurking, even in your online game. You got somebody always lurking your Facebook, lurking your Instagram, lurking your
Ooh.
Twitter, just watching you. waiting for you to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
And what they do? What they do when you make that mistake?
They rejoice for some weird ass satisfaction. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is he doing? Looking ass, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, his daddy should have shot his ass on the sheets or something, man, because he wasted time.
He wasted time.
He or she.
Right.
But let me ask you a question.
There's some bitches lurking. Goddamn.
They lurk.
Yeah.
But we love them though.
Okay,
you know what I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
say
We
that?
got to give them something to look at, something to
There's
talk
some
about.
bitches be lurking in this.
We give them something to talk about too.
So how do y'all spot that person out? How do y'all sit back and be like, to iron out? You remember when you was young, your parents say, "Hey, watch him. Watch
Right
that
on.
dude there. Or beware of that dude." How do you now, as far as being a grown man, how do you contribute that to your friends now as being grown? Or have you already done that and ironed them let them weave themselves out or iron them people out?
Hey, look, when you cut the grass, the snake's gonna show.
What?
Damn, church.
What?
On that
And with
shit.
that being said, you can't sweat that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep moving. You can't give a damn what nobody got to say about you when they try to assassinate your character, especially behind your back, because you can't hear what sheep say when you're a lion. You dig?
Right.
Damn.
That's
He
some
says
deep
some shit right there, boy. Where you
That
come
is some
from?
Deep shit.
I like
Cliff,
that,
baby.
I like that. I like that. I like
Southwest to
that.
be exact.
So okay,
Shout
so
out to
how do
that
you?
OAK,
How
goddamn.
many kids? I know everybody here got kids.
Everybody. Yeah.
So do y'all? Have y'all ever looked at? Let me ask you a question. Have y'all ever looked at y'all kids' friend, or maybe y'all kids' friends' parents? I know they say don't judge people, but you gotta pay attention to a lot of
Yeah,
things.
because
So how do
your
y'all-
kids affect you.
Right. So how would y'all warn y'all kids, or have y'all ever said, "Hey, look, you know what? Don't be out there telling our, you know, or look,
Always.
I mean,
Oh,
my
look
circle's
at
so
him. Do that.
small. My circle's so small. My kids, homeboys, and homegirls are my,
Like
you know what I'm
family.
saying, like family. You know what I'm saying. My
Right.
partners,
Yeah.
kids. You know what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, I don't let my kids hang around people that they don't know and shit. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Not like that. You know what I mean.
right.
But you definitely have to be. I don't want to say judgmental, but you gotta watch who the fuck you know who
Yeah, you
around your
get-
kids.
Yeah,
and
because
shit
you,
like
cause
that.
you know they say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
need to be judgmental.
I mean, yeah,
You need to be.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, you
nothing
can
wrong
say-
with that. You
'Cause
know what I mean?
especially coming with your kids. Though.
Yeah,
That
'cause,
old
you know,
saying still rings bells, man. You know what they say, that we're a product of our own environment.
true.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't even. The past that I had is maybe the man I am today. That's real because, you know, the people that I grew up around.
You learn some shit.
You're right.
You learn a lot. Of
And then
deep
I
shit.
see the people that I didn't bother to hang around, and the foolishness that I didn't bother to follow. You know what I'm saying?
and yeah,
And you see,
Yeah,
you get to
yeah.
sit back and see how that
How
ironed
that
out.
played out. Yeah.
Hey, what I do with my kids, man, and I drill it in their head every day. Don't be the victim all the damn time. I mean,
Right.
okay, because nobody respects a victim at the end of the damn day.
Damn.
So what I say with that is, I let them know, look, don't be no sucker, and you set your boundaries. You know what I'm talking about? You set your boundaries with your friends and your peers. And if somebody crossed them boundaries, you got to push them back to the other side of that boundary.
Right. You got
Whether-
to check them.
Exactly. Let's see, checking them through force or, you know, on the verbal. Like, hey, look, man, I don't play like that. You know, you need to chill out. Or, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because my kids, they tend to think that, you know, everybody's going to be nice to them. Because they
Right.
nice. I tell them, look, the world is not like that.
The
son.
world is
at
not
all.
nice at all.
It's not nice at all. And those who are pretty do not have good intentions.
Right.
Trust. You dig?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
teach my son, you know, to be like me.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Because
I try to be his role model. I don't
when I
want
look at
nobody.
you, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a different
100.
type of brother.
100.
Yeah, I don't say much, but
But you can judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
yeah.
When it come to your kids.
And you better judge it by its cover.
right.
You better, because if not, you'll be a fool.
right.
But you judge a book by its cover, but you give it time and figure a person out. You don't close doors on motherfuckers because of what they got on.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna take it a bit deeper. Look, our generation, we tend to sag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
We kind of
'Cause we
sag
come
our
from that.
pants
We come from
because
that.
that's what we was brung up doing.
Us, but
'cause-
see us, not the youngsters who say
not the youngsters. I'm talking about
they wear
the
skinny
talking about
pants.
niggas. You know, I'm talking about
that was our
we are
era.
the generation.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
that's us.
I'm talking about cats in their late 20s. We sag, okay?
Right.
But you know,
It's
just because a young brother sag don't mean, you know, we done been in jail or we inviting some type of homosexual activity.
And that
yeah,
ain't
let's
even
be
true.
clear though.
That's not true anyway.
Our sagging
that's-
that we, you know,
Yeah.
that we came up in is the sagging now. Like
it's showing your drawers.
That same person.
that shit Oh, the skinny jeans sagging. That's some old.
That's hey, look, but hold on,
But
hold on. Before we
really-
jump on that, look,
Right.
that same dude that I was referring, the same situation I was referring to, I had to explain. Like, listen, don't get caught up in the hype because sagging did not come from dudes in jail saying that inviting them to
Nah,
come run up in
man.
their ass. That's not true.
That is
That's
not
what
true.
you're hearing from people that don't want you to sag, and that's against that. You can't listen to those
that
type of
shit
people.
came from poor parents buying their kids
Big-ass
big clothes
jeans.
so
Exactly.
they can grow into them
Yeah,
clothes.
exactly. Exactly.
That's where that shit came from.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel
And people, and then when the people refer to the jail side in the penitentiary, it's just people that had clothes that was too big
too
for them.
big. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And it translated.
That's right.
It
That's a good
translated
point.
to
Right, right. No,
neighborhood.
that shit came from-
What you just said is a good point.
Right.
That's some real shit.
Right, nah, that shit came from
But the pe-
hell,
but-
big households, multiple kids. Mama was like, "Damn, okay, I need to make this fucking clothes last."
Right.
You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
But the people who are
I done had some big ass
the
shoes.
people who are
Right.
against that shit,
Damn.
the people who are against that, and they don't want
Shout out to
suburban.
Pro Rings.
They don't want suburban kids. They don't want certain people
Payless.
following that fad.
Yeah,
They come up with that.
that a lot of preachers came up with that faggot ass shit.
Okay,
too.
let's talk about them motherfuckers.
No. Come
Oh,
on,
sorry,
look,
man,
we're
'cause
trying
I'm-
to keep the flow. We're trying to keep the flow. We want everything to flow, we want everything to go as core. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just about just trying to find the truth, about and getting the ignorant shit blocked out, man. Because one thing about this show is that we don't want anybody to be caught up on the agenda, the
Right.
propaganda, and everything
Right.
that fools people. You know what I'm saying?
And that propaganda is so heavy.
You
So-
ain't lying. Let me say something too, man.
Go ahead.
The ignorant shit is played the fuck out.
Right on.
I'm glad you said that.
You dig? I'm talking about that being ignorant, stupid, and proud to be dumb. That shit is played the fuck out.
So a lot
It's-
of the main rappers.
You dig?
today,
We right now. It's time to get information, to get game, to get your intelligence,
Right.
and get your wits up. You dig? Because
I mean, but a lot of people get judged on just being not like you saying that whole dumb, just ignorant ass shit. That's real popular now. So when you see a cat
Right.
that's just cool, calm, and collective, man, you'd be surprised how many people judge him just off of not being a certain way.
Because it's cool to be dumb now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get
It's cool to be
motherfuckers-
dumb, but see, people ain't teaching their kids that it's cool to be smart. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell your kids that it's cool to be smart and you jamming some old. You got music in the living room blasting, telling people to be fucking ignorant, telling your kids to be,
Dumb and a bitch.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. I mean, it's like you can't. Your kids see if your kids see you acting ignorant all the fucking time,
They gonna act ignorant.
you are gonna raise a ain't shit motherfucker. That's bottom line. You know what I'm saying? You gonna raise if your kids constantly see you acting a fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Showing out.
yeah,
Drama.
Because the
all
mother,
this
the
shit like
mother
that.
is the first teacher.
And the father too, though.
The father too.
But the mother's the first teacher.
yeah, but
Shit, they're teaching from the womb. You dig? Like
Right.
when the baby is in them, they're the first teacher. You know what I'm saying? They learn
Gotcha.
their eating habits,
right.
shit about everything.
But shit, the womb here is.
They learn a lot.
So there's a lot of abortions around this bitch. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, but nah, like I was saying, man, too many kids seeing their parents ignorant as fuck, and just it's sad when you can't just be a cool, calm, and collective person trying to do your best to do the right thing on a daily basis, no matter what anybody else think.
So
And it's people out there that will judge you and be like, "Damn, you old, you old." You know what I'm saying? You just a
Bougie ass
yeah,
nigga.
you know what I'm saying?
So
Bougie
you-
ass
You's old
nigga.
stuck
Let me-
up ass.
I don't
nigga.
wanna-
That's me.
I don't want to throw the curve and go.
Right.
I don't want to throw the curve and go
suck some.
outside of the box that we in, but I know Gar and y'all raising girls and boys. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you believe that bullying exists, and does it exist in your house?
Does
Does it exist in your household first? Because y'all dealing with kids from different ages. You got big, little, and then they go to school. So how do you prepare your kids before they leave out that house?
Man,
to
I
be
make sure I
prepared
tell my
for that?
kids, look, don't fuck with people. Don't fuck with people, okay? Because you never know what people. For an example, okay, you know how at every job in America got that weird old motherfucker.
Right.
That
Right.
one weird old motherfucker that everybody just
Don't fuck with.
don't fuck
Yeah,
with.
stick your
I
throat
make
off.
sure that I talk to him. and be cool with that dude. Hey, what's up, man? What's
Frank.
up? How you doing? How you doing?
Frank.
Hey,
You
shout,
good?
hey,
That's what. And you know why?
Boy, you
know
don't know
why?
what you sound like.
You
Go ahead,
know,
go ahead,
you know
go
why?
ahead. You sound
Because
like my
that
nigga.
one motherfucking day where that weirdo motherfucker come to the job,
Yeah.
like I'm finna shoot everybody up
Boy,
in this
I
bitch.
knew where you
he
was
gonna
going.
look at me and be
Damn.
like, you know what?
Shout out to
that
my nigga,
motherfucker
man.
was cool.
Hey,
That
fuck
motherfucker was
you.
cool.
Yeah,
right.
He was
Shout
all,
out-
he always
You're
shouted
cool.
me
Yeah.
out. You're cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm finna shoot everybody
That's
else
real.
in this
That's
bitch.
real.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, I had a nigga that worked with me like that, man. My big homie, this nigga named DeMarcus and shit, man. That nigga there, hey, that was he your exact words. He said that, and it was the motherfucker up there who always talk about guns and was crazy. He like, that nigga gonna come shoot this motherfucker up
One day.
And he was like, nigga, you done got into it, that nigga. You done got into it,
Right.
that nigga. Y'all got that. That nigga gonna walk in the home and be like, DeMarcus, hey, get on up out this motherfucker.
Yeah. He
I'm
gonna-
finna handle some bit. Okay, deuces, and I'm up out. Everybody else-
Right. You gonna let me go? All right, cool. That's what's up, man.
So you think they need to end bullying in school? Or you think
It
they-
ain't no ending to that shit because a lot of them bullies, they you know what I'm saying, a lot of their parents is like that. They see a lot of their parents just some bitch ass motherfuckers, just some, I ain't even gonna say bitch ass, just some motherfucking natural ass assholes.
But see, I don't
Yeah,
think they need to.
But I can't even say assholes because you know what I'm saying. Like just
I was visiting certain assholes in my life for growing up, and when I swear today at work I was thinking about that. And you know, you always wonder like what make these people operate. But see, I can remember one dude to come to school. You know, at that time everybody didn't grow their hair out long.
Right.
But this one dude hair long as fuck, long hair. You might have think people are jealousy, but
Yeah.
you know, and I'm talking at a young age and. I just remember that same nigga that inside born hater, you know what I'm saying? And he
born
something
hater. You
about
right,
this
you
one
right.
dude with the long hair that really had everybody attention like dance. Only nigga in school with hair long, you know what I'm saying? Back then,
Yeah.
it wasn't a normal thing.
Why
But it was
wasn't-
cool because you know you had Bone Thugs home, you had all this shit.
Right.
So it was cool. But everybody, he stood out. But it always gotta be that motherfucker
Just
they
a
gotta
natural
be
born
the
hater.
born hater, and he was already, you know, hating on somebody else at the time. But he was like, "I'm gonna get to this nigga when I get to him." And all of a sudden, you know,
Yeah.
they end up fighting, and nigga had to defend himself.
The
Half
long
the
hair
time,
whipped his
them
ass,
motherfuckers ain't shit. They motherfucking parents ain't shit. They
And
grow
they
up
ain't
in a
gonna-
household full of
Right.
ain't shit motherfuckers. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
Right.
That's how you become a natural born hater. When you grow up in a house full of just ain't shit motherfuckers that just everything is negative. That negative energy. We was talking about
we
this
just
shit.
talking about that.
fucking negative energy. When you raise kids up around all that negative energy, them kids gonna come up fucked up and ain't shit and gonna be fucking with people
and
for
they
no
gon-
reason.
And
You know
one
what I'm
thing
saying?
about energy is that it lives.
That
It
energy lives
it
like a
breathes.
motherfucker. I be trying my best not to have that negative ass
Yeah,
energy
you gotta
around
try
me
to
and
check it
shit.
out.
My life is
Some
my
people-
life. It, you know.
Some people think that negative
Smile.
energy is the
yeah,
devil.
Yeah.
I smile through it all the shit. You know what I'm saying? I hear Pac all the time. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Through all that bullshit.
That negative,
You
what people
still
don't
gotta
understand.
smile.
What people don't understand that hating energy, that negative. I mean, that shit. It runs so deeply that you teach this in your house, you your way, your
It can
kids.
affect your life really
And
badly.
in the next person life,
And
and
the
when
next per-
they
right.
go to school and it goes on and on, that shit don't stop.
At all. At all.
That shit don't stop. I mean, I want to encourage people, man, to understand that you can control your life a whole lot more. You have a whole lot more control over your life, and you actually understand.
Right.
Them bills gonna come.
You got a lot more control over your thoughts too.
Your thoughts have more control over your life.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got some
it
people that
starts
are
with
so
your thoughts.
emotional. No, you got some people that's so emotional
But
that
them
they
them
can't control their thoughts. They
You know
so
what?
Control
mad.
that
They be like,
shit.
I want to be positive, but they get so fucking mad. Then they
And I
just
be
like,
wanna-
yeah. Then they just you be like, you know what?
Them be them
I'm gonna holler
cats.
at you
Calm your
later on.
motherfucking
man.
ass down.
Get your
God
ass.
damn.
Boy, I tell niggas keep it PI to your DI, my nigga, because you're
Damn.
sounding like a hater right
Get
now.
out your
Sound like a
feelings.
You know what I'm saying?
bitch. That's what you sound
You ever
like.
stop
you
niggas
know?
and say, boy, you sound like a bitch?
Yeah, I mean,
say, boy, you sound like a hater.
I tell people, you know
Oh,
how
just tell the nigga keep it PI to your DI.
you know how
and then
stupid
they gonna
you
check
look when you
yourself.
hating.
Right.
Get out your feelings and fuck with a real one.
Right. Ooh, I like that.
Let's
Trademark.
That's what's up.
Trademark.
Man.
Trademark. I got a question.
Enough of that, man.
I got a question. How do you handle annoying people at your job?
Annoying people at your
Annoying
job.
coworkers that has some kind of small little itty bitty rank over you, and it ain't really
cuss their ass out and keep it moving.
Nah, you can't do that.
You can't do that
because you fucking with your paper.
Tad bit ring.
Oh, just don't pay them
And
no
then
mind.
you don't want to.
talk.
And then you don't want to fuck up that
Exactly.
energy though.
Just
You
let-
want to fuck that energy up. How do you
Shit,
be with
real life.
You got look. You
It
got
depends on what kind of job you
I want
in.
to ask B Will. How do you feel about that?
I feel that if this is a job, like, and that's it, this is not nothing that you passionate about or nothing that is just affects your life in a big way. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Just
Go
play
in.
your role.
Or play your role.
Play your role. Keep your paper going. You know what I'm saying?
It's about the money.
But if this is something that, you know, like right now, if it was big money right here for what we doing,
Yeah.
and one of you motherfuckers was annoying the shit out of me, I would let you motherfuckers know. You know
Oh,
what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah,
I would
hell
let you look, man.
Hey, look.
You fucking up my vibe right now, and I'm about to crush this Bud Ice can over your goddamn
Motherfucking
head.
head.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
on the real. Hey,
Right on.
That's a real
Shout out
shit.
to Ass B Will.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prozac.
Right.
Damn.
Damn.
Look, I think you got three options in this situation here. I mean, I'm talking about from a corporate standpoint. You can either do this. You can take it to HR. And yeah, let me
No,
damn, brother. Let me build.
he's actually right.
Let me
That's
build.
Snitchville, nigga. That's Snitchville.
That's Snitchville.
That's
but-
Snitchville, but
That's
you gotta think
Snitchville.
about your
Okay,
paper.
I'm talking
How
about your
much you
paper.
make? This not no minimum wage
I'm
ass
not- I'm
job.
talking about
if
some
your
bread.
ass making $7.50 an hour,
Oh, yeah,
do what
nigga.
the fuck you want to do.
Right.
Okay.
I'm talking about your career, and look, you can take it to HR and let them know like, look, hey, this is going on, and I can't work with this guy.
That could work.
Or you can take it,
Or that
with-
could get worse.
but whoever the antagonist is, you can bring him or her to the side personally, and let them
After
know
work or something.
after work.
Look like
Let them know like, hey, look, this
I'ma
is the
beat your
situation,
motherfucking ass.
Can I let y'all know?
Street.
or you can completely ignore it, but
Can I
or
let? Go ahead.
you can do those three. You know what I'm
just
saying?
I want y'all to know how I handled this situation
Go ahead.
Ooh.
at a job that I once had. Bitch got on my nerves, and I did say bitch because I meant it when I said it, and when I say it, I do mean it.
Right.
That word
Okay.
just don't fly out the mouth.
Right.
But
Now
check it
every
out.
time niggas say bitch, it's
Oh, I meant
It's-
it.
He's a bitch.
crucial.
Oh, I meant it. So I wait. You know, she kept getting on my nerves, and I ain't gonna lie, she's more superior. She should be. I mean, okay, not superior. She's more as elder. But
Okay.
She was hell on a young brother.
All right.
Only black woman.
that means she's a bitter bitch.
Only black woman. And I understood how her clock tick and why it ticked the same way it ticked and why it tick and why
Right.
she just a fucking bitter bitch.
Right.
But check it out. Check it out. This is what I did. I waited till nobody was around and I act like I was fucking stone crazy on her ass. I said, you know what? You was fucking screaming at me and shit. I'm gonna let you know right now. I even hit myself on my head like,
Just gritting his
yeah,
teeth
just
and
punch
shit.
yourself on the head. You just like, I said, look, God damn it, I will fucking go nuts on your ass, all right? You hear me? You hear me?
Right.
But I'm so much of a nice guy. At that job, I was so
She
much of
couldn't
a
believe it.
I was so much of a nice guy that when she tried to go to the boss and tell him I said that, and I was like,
What?
yeah, no, he don't talk. I said, you know what? She did that to me.
Right.
That's what I said, no, that's what she did. I said, oh, look, I'm just, sir, I'm trying to, do my job accordingly. I know I do a good job. She been giving me a hard time, and she cornered me and, had it already lined up to where her mouth was wide open and
I
she
am
was that surprised.
discombobulated about this whole
But see,
situation.
that's how you throw a monkey wrench in a motherfucker's agenda.
Right.
You got to get out of character sometime. I want to encourage people out there. Get out of character, sit back, plan it, and do it. Just be like, you know what? I'm finna go loco psycho on this motherfucker.
on this bitch.
And this is gonna be me and her, or
Right.
me and him. And I've been on my shit so much that when she you can't justify this shit. You can't tell that yeah, man, that's what I want to encourage y'all to do that, man. Don't nuts on the
Right
motherfucker.
on, right on.
And then,
on.
I just hit yourself in the head like, damn it, I will fuck you up with this shit now.
Right.
I'm from the motherfucking streets, girl. God damn it.
Or like B will say, put some dope in the bitch car.
Nah, that's what my nigga
drugs
Corey
in-
Hogan say, man. Shout out to Corey Hogan.
Let's put some
5150,
dope in that
goddamn.
bitch car.
Put some
and
dope
this-
in that bitch car.
Put some
Wow,
put some
wow.
cocaine in a motherfucking desk.
Cocaine.
So I got a question real quick. We started the stock market.
Stock market?
Yeah.
Right.
Slavery was all about stock market.
Okay.
Did y'all know that?
No. I didn't know.
I didn't know that, sir.
Y'all didn't know that? Why?
I mean,
Talk about it was like we actually started
Go
the stock
deeper, my
market.
nigga.
Oh, yeah. See,
Yeah, please change that shit, dog, my nigga.
Cause they did
I don't know what
stand up
you be
video.
doing.
But shit. But no, you know, we black folks, you know, for us in Africa, when they started the whole slave ship, everybody got it twisted. We wasn't the original ones in slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's not true. So, but when they started slavery, our own masters put us in slavery. But they were trying to. We didn't have money really. We were really no dollar bills out, just diamonds around.
Right.
So they started slavery so they could start the stock market. So we built the stock market.
Okay.
So
you saying we need to be repaid for all this shit?
yeah. and a lot of people think,
Trying to
okay,
think about it. Was it reparations or whatever? The
Well,
fuck?
we never gonna get that shit.
But because of slaves, that's why the South was making so much money off of crops and slavery and everything, and that's why the North warred with the South, and that's why we had the Civil War. Because a lot of people think that, you know, George Washington freed the slaves because he just want to be the good guy to free the slaves.
Lincoln, bro.
Lincoln.
I'm sorry.
Nigga said George Washington.
George
Washington.
I'm sorry.
But see,
Let me
see-
rephrase that. Everybody think that Lincoln freed the slave because he just wanted to be a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was some pressure shit.
Nah, I mean, no, it was yeah,
It was really
exactly.
was
It was
pressure
some
from the
pressure
north.
shit.
Yeah, and he didn't have a
Like, some
choice.
loosen up your tie type
but the
shit.
truth-
But that
They on
wasn't
my
the
ass
case.
about this shit.
It wasn't about slavery. It's because they had no fucking skills.
None.
All
even in the
this shit
South.
was about money.
Even in the South,
All that
it
shit
was
was
about
about
the
all that shit
economy.
was
It
about
was about
money.
the economy
It
because
was
the
about-
South.
Because
That's
everybody
about-
in the South, all the slaves in the South, you know what I'm saying? Like,
All they had was
that was
factories.
free labor.
All they
That
had
was free
All they had
labor.
was factories in the North.
okay,
And-
yeah.
And in the South, it was you
Plantations.
Know, yeah, plantations. But,
see-
it was like you say, people working off crops. That you know what I'm saying. And
Motherfuckers
the
working for
North told the
chitlins and
South.
shit.
Yeah, the
Goddamn.
North told the South like, hey,
Shit.
you got to give it what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the South was like, look, motherfucker, our shit is working, paying out
Right.
straight. We got slaves working, and that's just how we, well, fuck
Sell
it.
our shit all over the world.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
and,
people-
and it got to where the South was like, hey, we don't even have to talk to y'all. Fuck it.
Right.
You do what you gotta do. We ain't fucking. We know we ain't gotta talk to y'all.
Why
Discuss
don't eat
this
no
no more.
goddamn chitlins to this
but the-
motherfucking day?
That's why they said. That's why the North said y'all gotta free y'all slaves.
But
Y'all have
Right.
to free y'all slaves
Because-
in order for this to make sense because
Right.
we have factories up here.
Right.
right, but they were actually really was trying
Corporations.
They were actually
Right.
trying to free slaves way before Lincoln. But they didn't know how they were gonna put these uneducated people out
I don't know
into
if
the
I was
real
all the way on
world.
point. What I was saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean they didn't. Oh shit. No, but
I
they
slipped
were
up on
actually
that.
trying to free
Lincoln
slaves a
and
long time
Washington.
ago before Lincoln. But they didn't know how they were gonna put these uneducated people into the, into the pub. Like for us, you can't read and write. So how we gonna put you out there for
That shit was
Right.
just
on
a
your
lot.
work.
But see,
So you couldn't read and write.
what they do
But-
hide is that the black people excel so much. They started going to college. They started excelling as far as together. They started going to college. They started being trying to start their own contracting world as far as starting their own businesses and stuff.
And they-
And you got a lot of white folks that couldn't work. They had no skills. They had no skills in anything because black people did all of the work.
they did everything.
They
but
did all the work, so that's how the KKK and all that shit formed. You know what
but
I'm saying?
they didn't want black folks to be mixed with them white women and all this, so they were trying to figure out how they were gonna
So
do all this.
let me ask you guys a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know y'all heard about Texas want to succeed from the union, right?
Right.
Right.
So what y'all feel about that?
A lot of niggas don't know what that means. You need to explain that.
Okay, originally Texas was its own,
State.
entity. It was its own state. It was, and originally it was a part of Mexico too. So, but that's another subject. But right now they want to succeed from the United
Saying
States,
Texas wants to be its
its
own country.
You know, this motherfucker is big enough to be its own country.
Shout out to Texas.
Shout out
Trying
to Texas.
Goddamn.
This racist
Shout out to-
motherfucking state.
But that's where we from, baby.
That's
You
where
know
we
what I'm saying?
from.
That's where we
All
from,
this goddamn
man.
pride, man. Look, boy. Say.
I mean, they got the, think about everybody who from this bitch who had power moves in this bitch.
Exactly. You know what?
You got
I
the Bushes.
give,
you
I
got
give
the
Texas
motherfucking-
props on this. Texas got a booming economy. Texas economy is straight. You can move here and get you a house for the low.
For the low.
Get you a badass crib for the low and get you a crib
It should
and a
promote
good
Texas.
job.
If I move
And
to
a career,
if I move to California paying the same amount of rent that I pay now,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
be in the fucking
Breed.
projects.
yeah, but weed is legal.
weed is yeah.
But that marijuana is
Let's-
straight legal.
Let's
in
correct that. You
America.
Got
know
my
you gotta
paper.
have that license.
What
But
Bullshit. that shit is sold on every corner. I done heard about weed churches. The
About
420
what?
church.
Hold on, you said what?
The 420 church
The 420 church
in
Are you
California
saying
on
that
Hollywood
weed
Boulevard.
needs to be mixed with religion? Like, oh no, that's already been done.
Yeah,
though.
they already doing that.
They already got weed churches and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean,
so how can you believe in?
Getting high in the name of fucking.
but what you know,
whatever.
that's what
So that's why I don't go to church now, man.
that's what the Rastafarians do.
Cause it's just a hypocrite, man.
Right. Hold on, DJ Louse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I keep telling you, me and this B Will and DJ Louse, we gonna have an episode going in on the religion shit one of these days. But right now it's not the time. Because we don't want to run none of you scary motherfuckers off.
Run them off.
Fuck
Run 'em
that.
off
I
back
ain't
to-
listen to that shit
Shit,
because I
normal.
fucks with God.
Don't talk
You
about
know what I'm
Jesus.
Say
saying? Yeah, you know, just
simmer down.
no, that's what people, I get tired of people be like, shit, they just think they all holy in the now and all this shit.
Hold it in the now.
Holy in the now. motherfucker.
No, okay, look, all right.
I know, man.
I fucks with my church, you know what I'm saying? Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. You know what I'm saying? You ignorant than a motherfucker. Just
I
saying.
know Bishop Alone hit them
Dumber
boys,
than
but
the
I'm
bag
still
of
going to his
bricks.
church Sunday.
Right.
You like,
Fuck
really?
that shit.
Damn.
So anyway, I ain't even gonna go into
Yeah, we
that
gotta get
right
out
now.
for that,
Me
man.
and
Y'all-
DJ Louse gonna go into that
Yeah,
one of these
yeah,
days.
'cause I-
Okay, so
Then I could talk for
being
sure.
that we are in Texas, and you know we big on them guns.
Guns.
And you know how them white folks is about their guns.
Right.
And we in Texas, you
I
know how
got
these
my pistol in
niggas
the
is
trunk
about
now.
their guns,
Because
right?
Bill told me they ain't
I'm-
taking his
I know,
motherfucking gun.
you know what I'm saying? I know how DJ Louse roll.
DJ Louse
That nigga
right here
strapped
packing
up
right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now, this
That
nigga
nigga
strapped
strapped
right now.
right now.
Goddamn.
Because I'm scared of them white folks.
And we safe as hell.
How do you feel about?
Let's talk about scary ass white folks and gun laws.
No, how?
Well, no, they
shit.
all
You
plays
threw me off
together.
on that shit.
No, it all plays
Okay.
together.
That nigga got a little
But check-
Go on. It all
It
plays
all
together.
plays together.
But check this
because-
out,
It's
though.
the
They
reason
want
why
us-
they don't want.
They
I'ma
want-
tell you why.
Yeah, they
What?
scaring your ass.
Because they done so
They
much
scared
shit to
white
niggas,
folks.
they scared that we going to whoop their ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I kind
Hold
of agree
up.
to a certain extent.
Nah, hold up.
Yeah,
Hold
you
up,
know that's
hold
true. That's
up.
damn
it's,
true.
it's no reason
Hold
why
up.
you need 7 AR-15s.
This
Hold
one
up.
thing I want y'all to know, though,
It is
man.
no logical reason
Nah,
you need
they
7
think it's gonna go.
AR-15s.
They think it's gonna go down.
This
baby.
one
go
thing.
down.
This is one thing I want to.
They did
Before we touch on this gun law thing, what I want people to understand is that's listening. It ain't about black and white no more.
No, it really ain't.
When it come to black and white, it's mean you trying to figure people out as far as your top people that you discuss things with, or people that you deal with on a daily basis.
It's about
when we
that
talk about
green.
black and white. But if you talk about America and you talk about politics and anything, it's about that dollar bill, like you say, B. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get caught up on this black and white thing. Let these racist people get caught up on black and white,
Right.
and you will foresee in front of them because they're blinded. The same thing that goes along with this Illuminati in the music business thing. People don't understand that the music industry is the music industry and the Illuminati is the Illuminati.
Okay.
So I don't want people to get
Shout out to mind fucks.
shout out to fucking your ass
Right,
over
you know what I'm saying?
while
Hey,
throwing
you know
your
what?
ass a hamburger at
I
the same
firmly
time.
believe
But back
that
to
you,
the,
you have the right to protect your home and your family.
Hey, because this is what they saying right,
Right
here.
on,
This what
you
they-
right
have the right to do that.
This what they saying.
So you saying you
lie to your
you
friends
hid it at the crib?
and I lie to my friends.
Keep that goddamn AR-15
And we'll keep
at
it
the
real
house.
at the same time with each other.
Keep
Right.
that chopper. Keep the yapper at the crib. You know what I'm
Pass
saying?
me
That's
the
to
wop.
protect. Yeah, that's protect mama, your wife, and the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I stand behind that. What you do in your house is what you do in your house.
So if the shit went down tomorrow,
Right.
would you be prepared?
Hell yeah.
Me,
You would.
honestly,
DJ Louse would.
honestly,
Shit,
This
'cause
nigga don't go nowhere without
hell no.
The burner.
Damn, without
Damn.
the burner.
I don't
You know
blame
what?
you.
That's
though.
a good ass
I don't
question,
blame
man.
you.
either.
I don't blame you on
either.
that loss strapped up to the T. So I'd be like, roll with me. But
Already, baby.
my thing is,
But you
I
know-
think that I go beep 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 on the safe.
But you know it's 98% of
I
white
go-
Americans have handguns.
oh,
Okay,
yeah.
They did a study.
yeah.
We
And
ain't
They,
got
hey,
that.
look, they don't only just have them; they know how to shoot them motherfuckers.
Right. So why we ain't out there shooting like that?
We are. We shooting at each other.
Exactly.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. There you go.
We
That's
shooting
the
at each
problem.
other
And
every
we still-
goddamn
and we-
night.
Over Jordans and shit.
Over Jordans,
And we-
over dope, over a hood we don't even own shit in.
Correct.
Okay,
Damn.
So,
You-
talking-
damn.
do you support the Obama? You know,
Niggas
do you
yelling they
support
hood, but outside they hood, they nothing.
Right. Do you support Obama with his gun stance? You know what I'm saying? He wants to remove all the guns and, you know.
Is this true, though?
Which, I don't know.
He
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
he didn't say he
don't
wanted.
say that. No, don't say that. I don't know if that's true.
That's
but
not
I
true.
don't support Obama no
That's
more
not
on
true.
shit.
He
but-
didn't say that.
I don't either,
No,
for real.
he did
Goddamn.
not
These
say
niggas,
that.
hey, these niggas done jumped
He did
ship.
not say
I don't
that.
support
Fuck that jump ship because
My
boy,
name is See-Through, and I don't support Obama on shit come out his mouth or neither any other president
My name
after
is-
and before.
my name
I don't
is
support him. I don't care
B. Will.
black or white.
My
I
name
don't
is
care.
B. Will, and I don't support this nigga worth shit.
And my name is See-Through, and I co-sign that shit.
Cause I no listen. Hold on, no. This is what
He did
this-
not say
You gotta
he-
notice certain shit. When the shit in what happened with our little white kids at the school?
Sandy.
Sandy.
No,
How
he said he
ironic
talking
is it?
about the
How
clips.
ironic is it that
He was talking about the clips.
see y'all ain't even trying to hear it.
He
Y'all
didn't
ain't trying
say
to hear
shit
it.
about the
The
guns.
Sandy Hook
he
shit.
said the clips.
The Sandy Hook shit.
Yes.
He was on TV crying and shit about all them little
Correct.
white kids.
Right.
But this motherfucker is from fucking Chi-Town,
Right, he ain't
where
crying,
kids
right.
getting killed
His block.
every fucking day on
wait,
his
but
block.
That's what I'm saying. People don't understand that where he lives at is very secured.
Right. You
But
can't get in that motherfucker.
You go over,
Yeah.
man. You can't walk down the street.
You can't walk down the
But
street.
he ain't shedding a tear for those
But
black
you
kids.
know what he said about that shit?
hold
You know
up,
what he
hold
said
up,
about
hold
that
up,
shit?
hold up. Let me say
He
something.
said
Let me say
that
something.
was normal and that motherfucking and that is
No.
normal
The-
for fucking kids
the young
in Chicago.
sister-
In America, that should not be a normal.
Hold on now.
nowhere.
Look. I seen him
Not coming out of
a
president's
mother
mouth.
of a daughter of a slain child in Chicago.
Exactly. You
I
said the
seen
right
him.
thing. Not coming out of the president of the
mouth.
United States.
It should
That
be
shit-
not
that
be
shit ain't-
normal
no.
for the murder rate to get crazy
Yeah,
anywhere.
I mean,
Innocent
I agree.
kids
Chicago
or
is
kids
crazy
killing
as hell.
kids.
Chicago is crazy. I agree.
But he just said that the president said in that place, as far as where
It's
that is,
fucking
it's
normal. That's just like saying fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, you know what?
In order to be a president of the United States, even though you black, like come on
Farrakhan
now,
said, look.
how you gonna be president of the United States
And you black.
This is America. Okay,
This- hey, look,
this
this-
is a naturally racist
A black man.
fucking country.
This
you
is
know
what
what I'm
Farrakhan
saying?
said. This is what Farrakhan
You know
said.
what, but
if I'm not mistaken, this is what
God damn it.
Farrakhan said
Hold on,
about
let-
Obama.
what did he
He
say?
has no statistical
Testicular fortitude.
There you go. That's what was said about. I mean, and at the
That's
same
why
time,
that white bitch was pointing in his
fucking face,
like
pointing
you ain't
finger.
shit.
Right.
Like he the fucking
And he
janitor.
took it.
You know what I'm saying?
and he took it like he the janitor of the White House.
Right, like he sweep the trash up and shit.
Say,
you know
I
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
slapped the shit out of this bitch.
But-
I'm the motherfucking president of the goddamn United States.
They, like, okay, if you, no other president has ever went through any type of
Any
disrespect.
type of
nothing.
thing.
Go to Google and Google
say,
people that has been.
Shit is
Go to
fucked
Google
up.
and Google cases of people that's been killed due to Clinton.
Yeah,
President
yeah.
Clinton, like people he know, nigga.
Yeah.
Like Google that shit and watch how long that list is and people that has talked about. I mean, like
Just for
yeah.
even attempting to say some shit about
Yeah,
the,
I'm talking
it.
about like people went to school with and all type
Right.
of shit.
But
But
they-
bitch
they-
didn't give him no pussy on prom night. That hoe got off, my
Nigga
nigga.
got it X'd off.
I made it.
But
up.
just white
I
people
made
feel
it
like
up.
white people feel like we built for this shit. So we,
But see,
we can
black
take a
people
whole lot of
love
shit.
Clinton though. Black people love Clinton is close
But
thing to black.
He's responsible
That's because
for
he's
all
a
that.
Democrat who smoked weed.
But no, he's
Yeah.
responsible
And play
for
the
a bunch of them fucked up
saxophone.
laws too. That had a lot of the motherfucking
It's fucked up.
Niggas-
It hemmed us.
right. A lot of them niggas doing life over
Nothing.
Dumb shit.
2 rocks and shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
you know,
look,
type
look,
of
look,
shit.
look.
He's part of that.
3 bags of weed. and
That's
shit.
where it gets
Hey,
real.
Clinton had
This
some
is the
shit to do
order.
with
Let me
that
say
shit.
something.
This is the
Order 2 radio.
Goddamn
and that's
right.
what this is about. If you listen to this shit, damn it, toast on, roll on, nigga, do 90 in your car.
Right.
I love it.
They hit a brick
Right
wall.
on. Righteous.
Right.
Hit a
dig
brick
it.
wall, and this is all in your mind, baby. Think hard. Deep thoughts. Peter Pan, flowers.
That's what's up, man. But shit. All right.
I love this shit.
We went in on that
Okay.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
We
say,
went in on
let me
that shit.
say,
Got a little
look,
razzle dazzle.
If
You
You
niggas
know,
got a little razzle dazzle
but it's
on that
good
one,
though.
though.
Listen. You gotta. This creates a
That shit is
platform.
real.
That's
This
real-
is a
that's real
platform
talk.
for a nigga to sit up. This is a platform for someone to sit up and give
question.
you the real.
Yeah, and really, and somebody who listening to actually question.
So
everything.
that's why we call this a tea party, because we
Nigga
gonna
trying to-
come real.
We
Nigga
straight
trying to
jack they
influence
shit
you to
too.
question.
How many people done asked me the Tea Party? Nigga, we
Hey,
straight
we
jack
jack
they
that shit.
shit.
That's
I'm
our
trying
shit.
to influence you,
Goddamn.
cast the question.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
I'm thinking like Easy, you know what I'm saying?
Straight jacking,
Shit, nigga.
goddamn.
Yeah. it's all good, man. I mean, if y'all fuck with us, and listen, shit.
Hold on.
I'm telling the engineer, keep this shit in here because I want people to understand.
You know what I want to talk about?
Y'all are listening to the real, and don't nobody get the truth like we giving the truth right now. Please let me say that, and we speaking our mind. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. say on a lighter note, let me go on and switch it up. You know, before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, God damn it, Arsenio Hall has a new show back on TV.
No
What,
shit.
my nigga.
Yeah.
What's the name of the show?
The Arsenio Hall show, motherfucker.
What network is it on though?
The WB. You looking at ass.
Right.
Oh, the CW. That's what it's called now.
Oh.
Damn.
I
You
thought
can tell, you can tell my age. Damn. You can just tell my age. That shit, the WB. That's that bullshit. That's that old school shit right there. Right. That's the CW or whatever. No, he's back on TV, and word is that this is something I read that you know he got this new show and all that, and he wanted his Ace Boone Coon to come on to the show. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Eddie Murphy.
Oh shit!
You know what Eddie Murphy told?
What Eddie Murphy say?
Fuck your bullshit. And fuck your show and the CW. Nigga.
Whoa.
Say I just did Shrek.
You know what I'm saying? Made a lot of money.
Donkey.
Damn.
Hey,
And
donkey.
So, I don't know if it's all true and shit, but it's just something I read that Eddie Murphy was like, fuck you and your show. But you know what I'm saying? But apparently they kind of beefing now because, you know, Arsenio Hall trying to get back into the spotlight and all that. And, you know, hey, fuck it. You know, anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? We finna go and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my big bro Gar. You know what I'm talking about? Church on that shit. Thank you for stopping by, man. You are very intellectual and shit talking all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We may have your ass back, my nigga.
May have your ass
Nah,
back.
Gar, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother from the same mother.
Right.
That mean you ain't coming back.
Gar,
Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's my nigga.
your ass is fired. But anyway, you taking over the. Now I'm like DJ Lost at 70.
Right.
At the
Gmail,
real
baby.
see-through.
Right. Be Will up in this bitch. Google me, goddammit.
Y'all can find me at Instagram 1of1. That's _1of1.
Hey, shout out to @Pooh Certified.
Hey, shout out to Pooh.
Matter of fact, I think it's time to log in and make a token. This the Tea Party in the Art of Truth Radio. You know what it is? Yeah. Y'all know y'all fucking with me. We finna get real crazy on this right here, you know what I'm saying? Big dope.